Hey everyone, this is Greg, this is Geek Cheese, and this is the Super Mega Baseball 4 Legends Deep Dive. I'm going to do a reaction to this, and also a reaction to their other video that they posted, their other presentation video, just to kind of see what they're talking about. And I'm really curious about the Legends aspect of this game, what they're going to be doing with it, and yeah, I mean, I love this game so much. So we're just going to hop right into it and see what they have to say, the folks over at Metalhead Software. So let me make sure everything looks good. All right, cool. I think we're going to be good. I feel like this music is actually YouTube royalty-free music. It might be.
Hey everyone, this is Scott from Metalhead. Welcome to our first deep dive for Super Mega Baseball
Clutch
4.
Corman.
If you're new to the series, welcome. If you're coming back, it's great to see you again.
All right, there's Babe Ruth and the OGs.
And we've got a ton of awesome stuff to tell you about the new game. It may not surprise you that one of the things we started to think about when we joined EA Sports was the possibility of bringing...
All right, those are some names right there. Was it Scott Spire, something like that, right? And Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays.
Some real life star power.
Is that Ernie Banks too at bat? Right? Right? Number 14, Ernie Banks.
Real life star power.
Okay.
There was a design challenge here, and that's that Super Mega Baseball has always been about fictional content, players, teams, stadiums, and so on.
What's that chunky
what's
guy?
What's the right step for the series in terms of bringing real-world players in for the first time?
Yo, this Bartolo Colon. Bartolo Colon's the biggest guy ever invented in AI. That's freaking amazing.
One idea we kept coming back to was the timelessness of the game. Super Mega has always been this game that you can sit down with, and because it's not bound to the real-world events in the sport, it never feels out of date. And SMB's timelessness led us to the idea that bringing in legendary players from multiple eras of basable history
I like these little
perfect fit for the series.
That's an awesome shot right there. I like these little like animations, like the little home run celebrations stuff that they kind of added to this. That's pretty cool. But that's a pretty awesome shot too. That is Colonial Plaza. And that's just a pretty amazing shot of this game and the backdrops and stuff. So that's awesome.
Through partnership with the Major League Baseball Players Alumni Association, you're going to see over 200 baseball legends in SMB4, including some of the biggest names in the
240
sport,
actually.
Like David Big Papi Ortiz.
Nice.
Jose Joey Bats Bautista.
Joey Bats.
Babe the Sultan.
Oh, Babe Ruth. All right, let's go back. So Joey Bats, they announced. That's pretty cool. I wonder if he's going to get punched in the face. What if Rougned Odor's on here? That'd be bad. See, he famously got punched in the face by Rougned Odor. That's the joke. That's what the joke is. Joey Bats did. Look it up. He got like laid out in a brawl. So for the Bambino here, it's pretty cool. You get to see his like pro career, see how they weigh his stats. He's an S-rated player, two-way out. So yeah, I think we did see that maybe before.
And Willie the Say Hey Kid.
Willie Mays, look at that. All right, he's an A+ rated player. That's pretty cool. Speed is not as high as I thought it would be. Fastball hitter, magic hands. So it's probably a defensive metric. But speed is actually not up to where I thought it'd be. Look how many years he played. 48 to 73.
We know some folks have wanted to see licensed players in the game for a long time now, but we also know there's some attachment to the fictional teams and players that you've spent time with over the years.
It's another shot of that farm
So we've taken the approach of creating as much flexibility as we can around allowing you to play with whatever mix of legends, Super Mega League players, or custom players and teams that you want.
Okay.
The first way the former pros are going to show up in the game is in an all-new Legends League, which is a new built-in league that sits alongside the classic Super Mega League.
Okay.
The Legends League is made up of 8 teams, split into 2 conferences, all roughly organized by era, essentially pitting players from different eras of baseball against each other. Like the Super Mega...
Okay, so that's an interesting thing that he just said. So they're going to be by era, so it's putting... That's actually an interesting way of doing it. So putting So you're not going to have Babe Ruth and Joey Bats, conceivably, from what the way he explained it. You wouldn't have Joey Bats and Babe Ruth kind of in the same, I guess, the same league, in the same division or whatever. I guess based on the way he said it. Maybe we should go back and listen to that.
The league. The Legends League is made up of 8 teams, split into 2 conferences, all roughly organized by era, essentially pitting players from different eras of baseball against each other.
Oh no, okay, so it's the complete opposite. I probably should just like listened a little bit clearer. So, okay, so it's pitting guys from different eras against each other. Okay, hey, well, that's a good pause here because we get to see another new stadium, the Corral. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool looking stadium. I'm digging that. I'm trying to figure out where that would be.
Like the Super Mega League, the teams in the Legends League are entirely fictional, so you'll see new teams like the Mamatanks, Empire, Originators, and Joyriders. Beyond the new built-in league, which you can use in most game modes like any other league, there are several other ways you can play with a mixture of Legends, Classic Super Mega players, or your custom players.
Okay.
For example, you can set up franchise mode so that you're playing with the Classic Super Mega League, but have the Legends coming into the league over time as free agents.
Okay, well here's a whole list of guys. Holy cow. A whole list of guys. Here, let's see what we got. Edgar Martinez is up there. Yankee Killer, George Brett, Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan, Billy Wagner, Darrell Evans, Bartolo Colon, Curtis Granderson's in here. Look at that. Nolan Ryan, Hank Aaron, Goose Gossage. So this is some pretty big Legends names here. Some Hall of Famers and stuff. Mark Langston. Man, I haven't heard Mark Langston's name in years. Damn. Okay.
There's a new shuffle draft feature that allows redrafting of all players in a league using whatever mixture of Legends, Super Mega League players, and custom players that you want as the pool of players to draft from.
All right, well, let's go back to that real quick because there's a couple of things I just noticed here. I guess 2 things I noticed. So shuffle draft sounds like, because there's a lot of talk in the SMB community, obviously, about what shuffle draft is. So shuffle draft, and full disclosure, I've not watched any of these videos. Been busy. I probably should have reacted to these earlier, but so shuffle draft sounds like you can use anybody, right? Maybe you can turn off Legends if you wanted to. Maybe, I would kind of hope. If you didn't want to include them in your shuffle draft, I'm guessing it's based on how you construct your league. What teams are going to come in, or what players are going to come in. So it's interesting. But another little look here at some of the names coming in. I mean, we got Jeff Bagwell's up there. Freaking Jeff Bagwell, one of my favorite players. Chuck Knobloch, see Chuck B-rated player. Boy, did he get the yips back in the day. Cutter Cracker Barrel's pretty freaking amazing of a name. Yeah.
Players to draft from. And then you can take that league with its new rosters into
that.
a
I love
playthrough
that.
franchise or
That's
season mode.
That's an
You can also
awesome
use Shuffle
walk-up
Draft
thing.
to draft new rosters ahead of playing online leagues with your friends. We
Okay.
have to be really thoughtful about bringing Legends into Pennant Race with competitive balance in mind. So in Pennant Race, you'll see it still works essentially the same way it did in SMB3 and is built around the 20 carefully balanced teams in the Super Mega League. But in each race, you'll have 4 Legends ringing for each Super Mega League team. So when you're picking your team, you're going to have to consider which team is benefiting the
Rick
most from those
Sutcliffe,
4 ringers,
Troy
and then
Percival,
factor them into the way you're building your
Brad
lineups for
Ziegler.
each game. Legend ringers and Pennant Race
Poppy.
will essentially replace the system in SMB3,
Jose Cruz,
where you saw changes
Ron
in players'
Gantz,
mojo and fitness from
Ozzie
race to race.
Smith,
We've got a ton of rad stuff
Orlando
to show you in our
El
upcoming
Duque
deep dive
Hernandez.
videos. We mentioned this new shuffle draft feature, which we'll get more into in our gameplay deep dive. We'll also be doing deep dives on presentation and audio. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, so that's interesting. So a couple of, definitely some big name legends popping into this game, and some very interesting ways in which they're going to integrate the legends into the mix. So that's pretty neat. Interesting. Just very interesting. I don't do pennant race online, so I mean that stuff kind of doesn't. I don't really. I'm not really worried about that. I am not worried. I am just mostly curious about how the legends are going to be infused into the shuffle draft piece. Like with that shuffle draft, are you going to have the ability to toggle on off legends if you want to keep them out of your stuff? I don't know. I'm curious about that just because, as a lot of people in the SMB community do, they put a lot of time and effort in coming up with, clever names and coming up with these players and the teams and stuff. I don't think having a legend on the team would sully that or anything, but it would make it is just like kind of a different thing, I guess, around it. Love the way in which they're incorporating these players, the way in which they're incorporating actual pros into the game, though. I do actually really really like, because part of me was worried that as soon as we heard it was going to EA Sports, and EA was going to be a part of this stuff, part of me was worried that what they were going to do is develop essentially like an RBI baseball style game and an SMB game within one. And you would have parallel leagues. You would have maybe not. I was just kind of worried that there would be, or okay, let's do like this, or what they would do is make like a Ken Griffey Jr. baseball game where you have some current pros, and some guys based on current pros and based on current teams with maybe the fake super mega baseball names or something. Like I was worried that they were gonna totally get away from the whole beauty and concept of SMB, which is that core super mega league fake teams. I was actually worried that they were going to go by the wayside, or that we weren't going to have as much in a way as much control over stuff. I don't know. I was kind of worried, to be honest with you folks, but I kind of like what they're doing with it, and I'm going to be interested to see 100% interested more in learning about the shuffle draft, because that could obviously impact some of the stuff that I'm working on, but it's that could be really really cool for some of us out there that are, some folks that are streaming or creating content and doing this stuff because we love it, and because we love this game, we love this franchise, and just because I also love to sit in the couch and play this game too. And I'm, for the folks that actually just love it and love the game and like to see some of these other features incorporated and been asking for things. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I'm gonna I'm catching up in these reaction videos, so I'm gonna post another one pretty soon and look at the next video talking about presentation and stuff. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think down in the comments below. Are you excited for the Legends? I'm excited, honestly. That he said over 200. I think they posted and announced 240. So I am interested in seeing who else is going to be on that list, because they got some big, heavy-hitting names. Don freaking Mattingly is in this game. I will go nuts, because that is my jam. But anyway, that's it for me, folks. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to do another reaction to the next video that they have out. So yeah, thanks for coming over to Geek Cheese here on YouTube. Follow us, throw us a sub, check out the Super Mega Baseball content that we have going on now. Follow us over there on Twitch, twitch.tv/geekcheese as well, and on Twitter and all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks folks. We'll catch you next time. See ya.